This riff starts off on the 2nd fret, where you bar the D and G string with the fingertip of your first finger. If we play those two notes together, we get that double stop. Then we reach up with our pinky to the 5th fret of the G string, and while still holding down the 2nd fret of the D string with the first finger, play those two notes together to get that double stop. And then we play that double stop again, but pull off with the pinky from the 5th fret to the 2nd fret, like that. So far we have is the start of the riff. So we play that figure twice, and this time we play the first double stop on the 2nd fret and then go immediately to the pull off with the pinky. So all together that figure is that's the first half of the riff. The next part of the riff starts with an open A string. Then we hammer onto the 5th fret of the A string with our first finger. Then hammer onto the 6th fret of the A string with our middle finger. Then hammer onto the 7th fret of the A string with our ring finger. So all together those 4 notes are then we bar the D and G string on the 5th fret with our first finger to play this double stop. Then we move that exact same double stop shape up to the 8th fret and play it with our ring finger on the D and G strings and slide it down to the 5th fret. So those double stops would be 5th, 8th, 7th. So that whole phrase would start like this. And up to speed. So if we combine the first part of the riff and the second part of the riff all together slowly, we would have for the very last part of the riff, we play this figure 3 times, and then we finish on a G chord, where we play the G on the 3rd fret of the E string, we mute the A string, and we strike the open D. So you're just playing that G and D. So the final part of the riff sounds like this. As an added bonus, the distorted part of this riff is pretty similar to the clean part. The only difference is we play an A power chord, which is the open A, and the 2nd fret of the D string played together, and our pull off is from the 3rd fret of the A string to the open A, and the riff goes like this. Same rhythm as the clean part, just slightly different notes. And the second half of the riff is the exact same as before. Use a clean tone for this one, and also pick the notes with your pick and middle finger to give them a little bit more bite. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.